raise iron, and continued to mill corn until 1900. After this time it was converted to residential use, and during the 1970s it was the home of the British actor Michael Caine. In 1980 he sold the house to Jimmy Page, a guitarist of Led Zeppelin, who then sold the house sometime during the 1990s, but then a few years later took the opportunity to buy the house for a second time before finally selling it again in 2008. This is the oldest part of Windsor, because there was a Saxon settlement on this site before the town of the Northern Conquest. The present town of Windsor started to develop in 1970, when the Conquest first laid the foundations of Windsor Castle. Ahead of us is Queen Elizabeth II Bridge, the relief road to the right of which forms one of the boundaries of plural with the rest of Windsor. This bridge was completed in 1966 and joins Windsor up with the M4 about 2 miles off to the left. An interesting feature of this bridge is the line of red squares which span the bridge just below the handrail. These are for the benefit of swans. It was found that swans have great difficulty distinguishing shades of grey. Consequently, on cloudy days, swans flying along the river would often not see the bridge until the last moment, having to swerve sharply to avoid it. And on a few occasions a rather angry swan has been found walking clumsily along the carriageway, holding up a line of traffic. It was found that swans are able to see the colour red quite easily, so these markers were put on both sides of the bridge to help them with their navigation. Sometimes we see boats on the Thames with interesting histories, in particular those which took part in Operation Dynamo in 1940. These are the Dunkirk little ships. Operation Dynamo lasted 9 days and resulted in over 1/3 Allied troops being rescued from the beaches of Dunkirk on the coast of northern France. The operation was planned by Vice Admiral Ramsay, who sent out an appeal to private boat owners and operators of small commercial craft who could get close to the shore. Around 800 boats were hastily assembled, of which about 150 are still in existence. Often being of wooden construction, these little ships can usually be recognised by a small brass plaque on the wheelhouse inscribed Dunkirk 1940. They may also fly the flag of the Association of Dunkirk Little Ships, which is the cross of St George with the crest of Dunkirk in the centre. On the left-hand bank between here and the railway bridge, we'll pass 2 small green footbridges. These are the upper and lower bargemen's bridges, and as their name suggests, they were originally built to facilitate the pulling of horse-drawn barges. The bridges cross the downstream ends of the Cuckoo Weir Stream, which divides a little further up. This intriguing stretch of water can be seen by taking one of our half-hour explorer trips, which depart from the tea gardens near Jacob's Island. Operating in fair weather during the peak season, the low-level 12-seat open boat is ideal to negotiate the low trees and bridges, while skimming over the shallow riverbed, affording a unique view of wildlife and the untrodden overgrown banks. This boat also passes close to the Swan Lifeline Centre. Ahead of us we will soon see one of the finest views of Windsor Castle. It was on this same site that in 1070 William the Conqueror built a simple wooden fortress, choosing this site for its all-round defensibility with views along the Thames Valley, allowing him to guard the western approaches to London. Prior to the Northern Conquest, Edward the Confessor had held court at the royal manor of Kingsbury, in what we now know as Old Windsor, until his death in January 1066.